What's up, guys? How's it going? Bringing you guys a game of Conquest on Armored Shield, a part of the new expansion that just got released to all premium members today. Enjoying some Armored Shield here, Conquest. Oh yeah, and got to play a little bit today and give you guys some of my thoughts about how I feel about this expansion pack and some of the patch things and whatnot. And yeah, but I haven't really been playing, getting down on the field, as I'm sure a lot of you are aware, because I have not uploaded anything in a while, and I've been out of town and just doing this and that and whatever. I'll save that for another time. But I'm gonna talk about Armor Kill because it's the new shit, as you guys know, and I'm actually really enjoying it. First impressions of it so far, I'm liking it. Now, of course, the games are going to be a little bit slow-paced on some Conquest, you know, on the console, but especially for right now, because every map's brand new and people are going to learn the maps and everything like that. So this isn't the most action-packed game or anything like that, and for the most part, I haven't really got a super action-packed game, but just about every game I played, I've had a good time on. I'm really enjoying them. Really enjoying everything that they brought in. I like the new vehicles and stuff like that, and everything. Still haven't played Rush on these maps, so I can't see how terrible the AC-130 is on that yet for first hand, but I'm sure it's just as bad as everyone has been saying it is. So, ooh, excuse me. We'll see how that goes. But as of right now, I am enjoying me some Conquest, and that's all I've actually played so far of the new expansion. And I've played every map at least once, some more than others, like this one and the nighttime map. I forget what it's called, but both of those I've played a little bit more times in them. And generally had a good time, and really enjoying the maps, as I said for the 100th time already. But yeah. Hope you guys are having a good time with them and everything. Just don't take everything too seriously just yet, because like I said, the maps are new, and you know, might not get the most action-packed games on them as of yet, because people are still learning the maps. People are still wanting to dick around with the new vehicles, like getting all the new unlocks, like with the tank destroyer and everything. Oh, fail aim so bad. I died. Oh well. But I got this gameplay edited down a little bit because it was pretty long. It was like 28 minutes or something, so I cut it down 10 minutes and whatnot. Just thought I'd bring you more of the highlights and just dipping around in the quad and shit, because quads are good fun, and don't know why they didn't even have them at the base of the game, because they should have. It would have made for a good time. At least I think so. So. One thing that I do not like about the Armored Kill, though, and there's actually, so far I probably only got one complaint, and it's not even really that big of a deal, but it can be, and that is, they need to spawn more vehicles on the flags, and I found myself, especially on this map, and the nighttime one especially, that without a vehicle, it can be kind of boring, running from flag to flag, and everything like that, and you know, I don't know. They should at least spawn a few quads off every flag or some kind of vehicle, maybe take some out of the deployment or something like that. But so far, that's my only complaint, and you know, having to do this right here and just run from flags, which is a little bit of downtime, which is unfortunate, but we'll see what happens in the future. I would like them to add some vehicles to the flags. It would make it a little bit easier to get from point A to point B, and maybe not even necessarily have vehicles spawn on the flags themselves, but maybe just randomly throughout the map, like in between the flags, have like I don't know, have them spawn next to a tree or something randomly throughout the map. Anywhere would be fine, just as if there was more of them in convenient locations, that would be awesome. But other than that, I'm really enjoying it. AC-130 hasn't been pissing me off too much, but it has been killed by it a few times. I've been owned in it a few times. First time I hopped into it, as soon as I got in here, it just blew up, and I was like, sad face, but what are you gonna do? Went on like a little 10 kill streak with it earlier, and that's about it. Haven't really gotten into that too much yet. And what else? That other new vehicle. I forget what it's called. The one that kind of lobs the missiles, the 6 missiles. I used that for a little bit on the snow map, and managed to get a kill with it. That thing's a little weird. It has quite a bit of distance on it, and you really got to stay in the outskirts with that thing, at least to get any kills. But it seems to be pretty powerful. I hit a sniper on top of a mountain with it, and I hit him once, like with the first one that actually hit him. So that was cool, and blew up a couple and whatnot. Seemed like a good time. Of course, the quads are always awesome. And the tank destroyers are new, and I haven't really gotten down too much in the tank destroyers. I don't believe I get into any this game. Just getting in them here and there. I got a gameplay coming up on the nighttime map. I believe it's Hidden Death Valley, it's called, something like that. Showcasing some tank destroyer gameplay that I managed to get, or drive it in that game, I should say. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it for the most part. Seems like it's similar to like the heavy tank. Maybe does a tad bit more damage. Haven't really noticed too much of a difference yet because of all the shit going on. Haven't had too many one-on-one engagements with tanks, like tank-on-tank action. There's always something else in the mix. You know, someone either shooting an RPG at one of us or chopper going after one of us. Someone's helping the other person to take them out more quickly. So I haven't really, experimented with it too much. Tell how much damage the main shell does, and how many shots it takes to take out a tank or whatever with it. So we will see. And from my experience, it seems the main gun seems a little bit better for infantry. Maybe it has better splash damage or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't know if that one website, Simthic or whatever it's called, has released the stats for that sort of stuff yet. Get some air in the quad, oh joy. But yes, I haven't really been getting down. Like I said, I haven't really been playing for the past month or so. So I still kind of getting used to this new patch, and didn't really play since the patch came out like a week ago. Maybe a few games here and there, and I uploaded one the other day, actually. And first initial impressions off the patch, they don't seem too bad. Nothing's really managed to piss me off too much. The only thing that I am really disappointed about is they kind of ruined the canister shell for the tanks, and that is something I will miss, because as you guys are probably aware who've been watching my videos, that's pretty much the only unlock I rolled with for the most part, except for when the game first came out. I used to use the heavy machine gun exclusively, which since the new patch I've actually gone back to. Took out the canister shell and put on the heavy machine gun, because it performs the same way as it did before the patch. And do a little bit of roadkill action right here. Ooh, yeah. But I think I started having some fun. Oh, I got an achievement for that. That's cool. This is actually the first game I played on this map, I believe. And this map actually reminds me a lot like Harvest Day from Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1, which is kind of cool. It's actually a lot bigger. This map actually feels like the biggest, but I think that Bandar Desert one's the biggest. I only played that map once, so don't got too much time in it. But like I was saying about the patch, kind of ruined the canister shell for me. And for those of you unaware who have not tried it, basically what happens is when you switch between your main gun and your canister shell, there's a delay, and it's like you're reloading it all over again, and that just kind of makes it not very good. And trying to do some silly shit right here, but I thought I was still sitting on the quad, but I wasn't, because it fell in the water. What are you gonna do? But yeah, canister shell kind of ruined it just a little bit. I don't know why they made that decision to change that. Never really heard anyone complain about the canister shell, how it could switch back and forth really quickly and anything like that. Never heard no one bitch about it, so went back to the heavy machine gun, and I suggest you do the same. Go to that, or the coaxial light machine gun, or even the guided shell. might be better options. So, but other than that, the patch seems pretty good. Haven't really noticed too much of the weapon balances. Tried the M16. Supposedly they nerfed that. Didn't notice the difference. Oh, right here we go for a little race, but had to hold him up for a little bit just to give that guy a ride. And I don't think it ends too well for me. I think I get blasted by a tank destroyer. But quad races, always a good time. Those will be making a comeback for sure. You're definitely going to see people doing this shit again. Especially with these new maps, a lot of fun. And I'm really liking, especially these new maps with the quads. Oh yeah, I got taken out right there. Because there's a lot of jumps, and hitting jumps with quads are fun. So I've been enjoying that immensely. But a little bit of chopper pilot in here. And another thing that's very noticeable that they did with the choppers, as I'm sure you're all aware of, is they took the flares out for the gunner seat. And from what I understand, a lot of people are not very happy about that. Myself personally, at first I was kind of disappointed, but after remembering how I fly choppers and everything, like just how I've used choppers for the past couple months, it doesn't really bother me too much because for one, gunner, never rolled with flares because they only worked half the time, so I just rolled infrared, which I'm still rolling with now, so that did not bother me too much. Although one thing when the patch did first, when I first got it, it like reset all my unlocks, and that was annoying, and I had to switch stuff. Like when I originally was in the gunner, it had zoom, and I don't really like the zoom too much. I like my night vision for the gunner. Just, in my opinion, makes the gunner really, really effective for taking out ground troops and everything. And it's really easy to tell, like the guys with stingers and shit like that, because they're the guys who aren't moving, so you go after them first. So that never really bothered me. The only thing I could see really where that comes into play is when you're flying with someone who you are not in communication with, which you're already at a disadvantage doing, but now you can't hope for, your random gunner to hit flares or anything like that. The one good thing that will come out about that is you can't blame your shitty gunner no more for not deploying his flares. It's pretty much relying all on the pilot now, and I fucking smacked the ground. Trying to get away from the lock-on. And one pro tip here for you guys, when you're rolling with the ECM and you hit it late, meaning that you hit it after they launched their missiles off, what you're going to want to do is fly really low to the ground, because that will cause the missile to like wrap around you and smack on the ground, leaving you unharmed, because if you're really high in the air and you got something locking on you, even if you got your ECM on, sometimes it will still hit you. So one thing to keep in mind, just get real low to the ground and you're pretty much fucked. Or they are, the rocket is, and you'll be happy flying, have a good old time, staying low to the ground, all that good stuff. Another thing that I noticed while in the chopper that I remember reading from the patch notes is, ooh, excuse me, they took out below radar for like stingers and shit, which in my opinion is a bad move. I don't know why they did it. That probably makes me more disappointed than like what they did so far with the patch with everything. I don't know how that little bird ended up taking us out, but no big deal. We both managed to bail and parachute back into the map safely, and I believe we hop on this quad, go dip out somewhere, go do something. But yeah, I really wish they would revert that change that they did to below radar and make it so it works again for people with stingers and whatnot, because it was nice. When you got guys trying to get you with the stinger, just fly hella low to the ground right next to them, and they basically can't do shit to you. And also, when you get a feel for like a lobby or something like that, you were able to fly a little bit more confident towards the ground if you knew everybody had stingers, because then you have to really worry about getting RPG'd, which is something you got to watch out for after they, like 3 patches ago where they made it where RPGs actually destroyed air vehicles in one hit, which should have been done right from the start of the game, but at least they managed to patch it in the game, and I've been enjoying it ever since, as I'm sure many of you guys have as well. Taking out choppers and jets and everything is a pretty good time, especially when you one-shot them. So And it does take some skill to do, so it's not like it's overpowering or anything. Oh, and did you see that quad just go flying to me? I don't know what's up with these new maps, but I've been seeing quads just launching across the map like that, like when people shoot them. And it's been giving me a good chuckle here and there. So that's been pretty funny. But other than that, the patch seems pretty good. Haven't really noticed like any of the weapon kind of changes, except for the PKP kicks a lot more ass than it did previously. But I enjoyed it through all the stages of Battlefield. So them kind of just making it better was just kind of a bonus, and not that many people use the light machine guns anything. Anyway, probably because they got a lot of spread and everything like that. So people just tend to stay away from them. Because it can be a little bit inaccurate if you don't know what you're doing. And probably light machine guns are probably one of the harder guns to use in the game, or at least classic guns to use. Maybe not specifically, but anyways, guys, this game's winding down as I come up here and fuck with this anti-air, which I didn't even realize was on the map till like 4 games or some shit that I played. And I don't even know if it's on all of them. But he gets repair tooled one time, which is always good fun. Which almost killed me. 0% health. Oh joy. Which for those of you not aware, you're not really at 0% health. You're really at like 0.05 or more, and it just kind of rounds it up, or rounds it down. In that case, if it rounded it up, you'd get 1% health. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed it. And when that game went 17-2, I think. No, 17-3. Just tacked on that last death right at there at the end. Oh joy. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be uploading a little bit more regularly, bringing you guys some Armored Kill gameplay, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and peace. Have a good one. Bye-bye.